Morning. Welcome back, my divine panel, to divinely intervene as needed for my highest good, aka excuse me, the highest good. Okay. I've been looking a little ratty, I noticed. Pretty ratty in my last few readings, so I thought, you know, let's do a little tiny, just right now anyway, a little get ready with me. I just need to spiff up a bit. Okay, so I'll probably use my dark lips. Let me see here. 2 on the 406, so yeah. It's a yes for that one. Okay. I've got mirrors here. Fantastic, huh? It looks pretty, like a lot for the morning. But it's okay. So let's get started. Let's get started over here. And I think I'm gonna play around a little bit with makeup today. Hey, I went on my walk. I went on my walk yesterday, early, like in the daytime. Well, on the brink anyway. I went on my walk for an hour. I was like, it's got to be an hour minimum to vouch for 2 days, you know. That's my starter. But next, the requirement is going to be anytime that I do go for a walk, anything will count, is it has to be 45 minutes to an hour. But for right now, since we're just getting started, I'm gonna be all right, okay? Gonna be good. So let's see here. I don't know if I want to do full. I don't have all of my makeup here, so because I'm so used to not wearing any, but it's good to experiment, so I'm gonna try on that. Okay, so I got the Sun card on the recipient side, and then 7 of Pentacles on the manifestation side. So closing chapters. The spotlight is dawning on anything that's coming through the inbox. Like, it is highly filtered and monitored. What do you call it? The KGB kind of energy? Like, it is fully, like, full awareness of what is going on the recipient side. Especially within the subtle energies. And it's for the greatest benefit is what I'm hearing. So what do we want to say with that? Closing chapter. What's good, fam? You know, that's AKA what's, you know, about to roll out. And just be patient with it. A garden is flourishing, they say. They say. That there's like some sort of TikTok movement, like a metronome type of energy, you see? Like pendulum, but metronome as well, on the 7 of Pentacles. So just wait for it. Okay, so let's get some data here. Oh shit, what felt like this was tucked underneath my lap by accident, but maybe by not. Let's see, Sister of Earth, that's Page of Pentacles, 7 of Wind, many tongues, aka bullshiz, but stealing away a little bit. Okay, so let's hold up here for a second. We haven't gotten all the cards out. Death in reverse, aka transformation, and then 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Earth, the Zenith. Very good, because yesterday we got the Nadir. What the fuck? I think it was in reverse though. Yeah, so it was motioning for this. But first off, we have angel number 197 for 19 and 7, covering major arcana, what is it? Minor arcana, like, what do you call it? When you get stuck in the mud a little bit. This is what they're showing me with the 7 of Earth here, 7 of Pentacles. It's like you're waiting for the right solution and trying, like, executing at it, to get your, like, what I'm hearing, foot out of the mud. And so, why did they even say it like that? Oh, yes. Okay. So this major arcana is getting that tire out of the mud, basically. The motioning. Oopsie. Excuse me. The motioning for it. Okay. So here, this investment, this is like a jump shot. What's like something in basketball that's hard to attain and therefore very impressive? Is it like a 3-pointer or a 4-pointer, like at the last few seconds? It's kind of like that. It's stealing the like the shot, basically. He's stealing it, like, and it's just highly transformative. It changes up the scoreboard to like ding 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 ding. That's what it's showing me. Do you see what I'm saying? I think even the most logical people could comprehend the mechanics of these cards, though it's highly inexplicable in its energetics. Accurate but inexplicable. So it's important for me to like, I'm not used to, I guess I've taken for granted how easy it is for me to like whip up, you know, being ready. And so I don't invest much time into it because it's like, for me, the ideology is like, women wear too much makeup. They don't need all of that. Honestly, they put like, it's been said by more than myself that, you know, the more you layer on the stuff, the like your skin doesn't have a moment to breathe. It's just like inundated with a bunch of bullshit. That's what it is. And so like I'm kind of the reversal. If I see I think I'm gonna have to start wearing some kind of concealer. Like the rosacea doesn't bother me. I've actually always liked it. Though some people have pointed out like as a flaw, but I always loved it. I don't, like, if I don't have a problem with it, why should you have a problem with it? But now it's becoming patchier as I go out into the sun. You can see on like cold days when like my face gets a little purpley and patchy. That's what happens. Anyway, why did I say that? Because I said so. Okay, what opened up to the Mother of Earth? Look at that gravitational pull moving, like making big moves. So, moving from the Page of Pentacles, like that is a clear, like that impressive move is, like what, a hole-in-one, like nothing but the net. It's just absolutely on point. Graduating to, like skipping over, like you've already proved it from Page to Knight of Pentacles, like the delivery, and then now the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, like all in one move. It's like you skipped a grade and you're basically on your way to the echelons. I know this because look, Master number 33 has appeared. I just noticed this. In its earth and wand energy, it can batter up 3 times a charm. Just gotta do it. Just gotta do it. So this is quite magical in its delivery. Like something's coming, and you know it has something to do with opportunities. Normally we would see this in the front portion, which is like something's coming. And what is it? It's upcoming, like just different types of opportunity, things that are highly celebratory, something to show for, merits. But this is like, it's already showing for itself. The merits is speaking for itself. Like, because of the merits, something greater is coming for you. It's quite magical, and it's, yeah, and it's delivery. That's what it's saying. Queen of Pentacles. How did you do that? I just did. Okay, I just did. I don't know. It just happened. I just did. We just did. My divine panel and I've got to give them accolades, credits. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Cups, for sure. Duh. This is a refresher. This is creative pursuits, energy. We've got Dove. Is it the Dove here? I'm hearing summertime in the LBC. What is it? Is that Dove Shack? Dove Shack has a love shack for sure. Portal entry. Yay! I don't know why it's saying it like that, open channel, but the Magus. Yeah, definitely a different portal. Like, from other dimensions, others are coming through. Creative pursuits, creative endeavors, that kind of energetic ball of energy is so potent that it protrudes and is very exacting in its like attracts like energy. So it passes through a different dimension. Somebody doesn't want me to say it. So it passes through different dimensions in order to penetrate mine. Yay! So this is creative collaborations in a way that is like no other, baby. Like no other. That's it may look like questionable because it's something that we're not familiar with. It's like it's just different ways of alchemy. And let me get for safekeeping, let me make sure that this is not some like booby trap. Ah! Two of Cups, yeah, it's not a booby trap. Let me just try one more time. Third time's charm. Six of Pentacles in reverse. I get to hold my own, basically. There are no extras in, like, I don't have to give any extras, you know? They're saying it's like, sharpen the sword, but this is like sharpening the pencil, basically. Getting straight to the point, not getting the short end of the stick in like, when you're asked for extras or positioned for extras, it's negating your value. It's almost insulting. It's like you're cornered into a position where you're supposed to reduce your wealth. And coming from my position, I do not appreciate that. I acknowledge you and your needs. However, them coinciding with my needs is very it's not very constructive. So when you focus more, when your world is more revolving and focused more on destruction rather than creation, then we got ourselves a problem here. Actually, I'm going to step out of your world because you know what? That's your problem, not mine. So anyway, this is the absolute opposite of it. It's we realize, Tina, that you have just, like your benefits are being absolutely reduced. Just like 2025, all of a sudden I get something in the mail and it shows me for 2025 my benefits have been significantly reduced, like jaw-dropping reduced. Like, it's insane. So based on what I channeled yesterday, there are a lot of energetics that are attempting to make things more difficult for me. And I think there's a bigger agenda out there, and I don't know, like, I take it lightly. I know I shouldn't. I know I shouldn't, but I don't know. Spirit has never let me down, ever, 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 ever. So I don't blame anything on Spirit. I think, there's a certain area of calling time, and this is all, simulative practice. So, if I fail miserably, I feel like there's still a safety net. I feel like it. I don't really depend on it. It's more of like my world is filled with like shock value. So if the safety net does not exist, then What is it? Culture shock. Okay, I guess I gotta figure things out. And that's how my life has been rolling. But like, seriously, it's been a vast improvement since then. And I don't know. Well, there's a higher power, and that's um, who I work for. So anything that happens down here, um, or even like in the ethers is what I'm hearing. What they're saying is kind of like child's play in it with its intent. Um, so I it's okay for me not to be paranoid um, about these factors that prefer to inhibit me, challenge me. Showing up okay. All right, so it's clocking in every single day. No, this is really good though. This is very, very good. I mean, this is basically stadium seating. All seats are filled. Sold out tickets, you know. Brother of Wind. Yeah, things are happening fast. This is talking about like tickets go on sale, like pre-sale, and it's already like booked up, sold out, like what is it? Yeah, pre-sale, like, is that how it is? I don't even know what that freaking is. It, yeah, this pre-sale is very self-explanatory, but that's what it's showing me. You know, like when people, like something new comes out and they have like a waiting list, like kind of a sign-up list of interest or whatever. So I don't know. There's some kind of benefit from that. I don't know, like early bird people. Like I don't know. But this is like pre-sale tickets. They all go. They're done. Yeah. Because of admirers. Yeah. So you're doing it. You're doing it just fine. Father of Water in reverse. I think there's a lot of things that people feel that they don't say, or they're not equipped within linguistics, or even touching that base when they feel something for someone. So it's not quite that they're not articulate, but maybe perhaps not articulate in that arena. But they feel it all, for sure. I think there's just personal inhibitors, perhaps. They feel a great deal more than what they say, than what they speak of. Yeah. I mean, this is a private matter. The Tower in reverse, yeah, they feel through and through, like, deeply. Deeply, for sure. I'm with you on that. That's what they say. Eight of Water in reverse, that's a comeback. That's, you know, in marketing, you learn of, like, certain things like what brand loyalty and just these factors of consumer behavior, how to attain that, maintain it, and kind of honor that eventually. So this is saying, this is like the comeback energy. When people feel for you and they're not so like lovey-dovey whatever, naturally this speaks a great deal of kind of like reputation. So this is kind of like when I'm talking about brand loyalty, I'm talking about like the familiarity, like creating a household name. It's a trusted brand, like what, Johnson and Johnson, or you know, those household names that we can trust as a collective. They're known for that. That's not just what they're good for, but like basically they're everywhere, like basically billboard, you know, commercial. They've tapped into different channels and have displayed areas of success, trustworthiness, etc. So they say that I have that going for me. Closing chapters. What's good, fam? This is what's good. Your comeback is quite, our comeback is quite unexpected. Like, the fan base might not be saying very much, but they feel a great deal, and the impact and influence over someone else's life choices, life interests, life approach is massive. It is massive. So understand that, take that into account. So even while other energetics wanted to kind of crumple up my spirit, I don't know, some people are really sadistic though. I feel like some people are very sadistic, and like, it's not that they want to see me crumple. Maybe they might enjoy a slight figure of that, but it's more so, what is she gonna do to get out of it? Like, it's kind of like a child that was raised very isolated, maybe the only child, or very ostracized, and their guardians, whoever was watching them, was not quite, they were very abrasive, maybe bipolar, and so it was kind of confusing to navigate the world with you know, what is it, latchkey kid type of energy. However, it's not your standard latchkey type of kid. This is yeah, a very confused way of navigating the world. So it's very much cause and effect within your own singular experience. So it's kind of like you know, what is it, Toy Story, that kid that like burns the toys, or like makes them explode or whatever. It's kind of like that energy. Like, what are they gonna do it's a bit of a craze energy. But why do we even get to that? That's what I feel like those energies are. They just came from a different upbringing and had to interpret the world in a different way. And so I honestly, I don't feel like I can fully penalize somebody within that, you know, area of doing. Just like any one person can create impact, it can also be inverse. So it's just understanding that you have great power, Tina. And it's not meaning like you can change a person overnight, but there's certain influences that are highly impactful within, you know, the Midas touch. Like, the Midas touch is not used for just like commercialization. The Midas touch can be, so they're saying, spectacular within its intangible state. So do not undermine the confidence in that you have that, Tina. Yay. What's good, fam? Closing chapters. What's behind the comeback energy? The Wheel of Fortune, for sure, this is a comeback energy, but they're like, wait, there's more than this, okay? This is just like one of the hurdles. In fact, this is just one hurdle. It's not a pole vault. It's a little bit of a hurdle, but it's okay, because there's more coming. Cause and effect, like I told you. Some people's like environments have dictated like this certain crazy patterning, like you know, like the sweater knit sweater machines, where it loops it for you, like it's this loom, and you have this like credit card thing where you swipe it each way, threading the stuff, and it loops over, threading the stuff, it loops over. But there's something about like sometimes like the defect in that is that it doesn't catch all the loops. So there's like a run in the seam, so you can see that as it unwinds. If you don't pick it up in time, you'll have to like go reverse at it, or you're going to have to accept that those chains are going to now be undone from like top to bottom, just in that area, which is cool if that's the patterning you're going for. But if not, it's like fuck. Because you're going through like 200 stitches, right? You have to go backwards. Like, what? You don't always like have to, like, there's certain ways. I know. But that's what they're showing me. Like so that's what they're saying there. Top of the deck I am, oh, the devil card. Why the devil card? What in the yeah, it's tormented energy. And so when you understand it for what it is, there's an area of concern surrounding it. Like, if you wanted to isolate the issue, then you go into preventative care mode, and then you invest into charities that assist with, you know, any energetics within that, like, what is it? Like you donate, it teaches you to donate to better causes, invest in other causes that could help alleviate that from continuing. So there's that. But it also doesn't, it gives you the rationale not to give somebody the freebie card because, you know, that's their ticket excuse. So that's what they're showing me here. I want to know what's behind that devil card. Strength. So, I'm gonna just shortcut this and just reiterate that, the best healers have gone through, like, shit. You know, a shit ton. And so, you know, that there's huge, capability, buying power, you know, like, so in marketing you have your key audiences or clients, and so when you're advertising and publicizing, you want to get your target market like on cue, visibility towards that. So you learn, okay, that you target the kids, because it's not the kids that have the huge area of expendable income. It's actually, you know, their parents. And so dependents carry a lot of weight in the say, because, you know, it's just the family dynamic, human experience of parental, like, interest in their child, like fueling that. And so that's what they're saying with that. Why did we even get there? Expendable income, greatest wealth. Okay, so one more thing. The Emperor in reverse. Holy smokes. Whoever is here that's doing this shiz to me, like all of a sudden trying to turn my world upside down, they are like massive, like, sadists and huge abuse of power. Major. Like, I don't know who this is, but this is not just dictatorship. This is not like a, what is it? A dictator that is unable to be satiated unless others are in pain. That's what it is. Let me just check one more time, because this could mean, like, I have huge undercover help. That it's so much that it's showing from, like, it's unearthing. This is crazy. This is a major conflict energy. Like, what is it? Friction. Major friction energy. Let me just get off of that. Brother of Earth, it's a delivery. Or deliverance. Get one more from the top. The Moon card, manifestation. So whatever is happening right now, it's bigger than what it appears to be. It is actually way bigger. When we're talking about spiritual warfare, this is massive. This is absolutely massive. And I don't use that term, that phrasing very much at all. Like, it's a rarity that I would say anything like that, but that is what that is showing me. There is no reason why my benefits would be severely, not significantly, but severely reduced for 2025 when nothing has changed in my suit. You know, it's insane to me. And regardless of how many jobs I apply to or what kind, I'm getting severe amounts of rejection. And so, like, I'm kind of not understanding where I'm supposed to go with all of this. Because if somebody's going to frown upon my decisions in order to make things work, they would assume that I have not exhausted other areas of application or integration. Like, they automatically assume that I'm just like, people like to make up stories. I don't know, because it hasn't worked that way for them. For them, as long as they apply and then they make the call and they rehearse their lines, that, dude, I'm telling you, I have been compliant until I decided, no more lying on, like, this is not okay. I've been so compliant, and still yet you're taking, like, massive amounts of advantage of me. So no more. I've caught on. Yeah, so closing chapters. What's good, fam? Five of Pentacles and the Deer. It has returned. Yeah, at this point it feels like things are gravitating towards, I'm given the bare minimum communications, bare minimum funding, bare minimum, just, it's weird. Like, I'm not complaining, okay? Don't take this as complaining. This is just reporting facts. And so when they say rejection is a form of, what is it, protection, what is protection when you can't afford the roof over your head? Like, what's rejection? Like, what kind of protection is it where you have to worry about basic needs? I don't understand. Is this the book of Job that we're opening? What's good, fam? So, Five of Pentacles and a Deer. What do you want to tell me about that? My divine panel. Insight. Seven of Cups in reverse. It's isolating the choice. Like, if they're creating this, like, if they're cornering you into a singular choice, then you know what? Spirit has always shown me, go with the flow of things, and that'll assist, like, how do I say it? That will assist with the learning and the growth process. Because anywhere you are planted, Tina, you can grow. You know, you can grow. But honestly, I'm speaking from a logical side. If I'm telling, like, my divine panel, publicizing out there, yeah, I could use some help. I cannot run the risk of, like, so long as I have kids underneath my roof to care for, I'm not gonna jeopardize dropping $500,000, pulling that from my mortgage money, whatever's remaining from there, from my bills, to finance this business thing, just the application for it, fingerprints and all of that. Like, I can't, what kind of, that would be fucking idiotic. That's what it is. So, like, when people are trying to, like, push me to take risks like that, like, Okay, so if you believe in me so much, let me borrow $50,000 or $250,000 so I can kind of feel safe to maneuvering to that. And if you really believe that I'm going to make that money back like almost instantaneously, then I can pay you back. And so you know, I'm not that's when you know when people are bullshitting you. You know. So that's where I'm at. Those are just talking out loud thoughts. Okay, my divine panel, what do you want to tell me about that? What have you got to say about that? Brother of Fire in reverse, and then Four of Pentacles. So this is a sense of ownership, but it's also not having quite the confidence, or even maybe it's singular confidence. Like, I'm the only one that has confidence in whatever it is that I'm doing, even while it looks like doesn't feel like I have the confidence, but like I'm doing these things, trying to self-mediate internally. The qualms that I may feel with making the moves that just don't feel like they're producing much. And so I think that's why I've taken a break on doing my videos on the back end, completing those. It's just like, so this is kind of also being a player. Knight of Wands in reverse. That is a player card. It's like, yes, I am making the moves, maybe not with so much grace or finesse, but the point is a sense of ownership and action. So you do what you gotta do, even if it looks a little funky on the screen, funky on, you know, that's what they're saying. Closing chapters, what's good, fam? Anything else that you want to say about that, my divine channel? This fell on there. 8 of Swords, accentuated power shield. This is being very tied up, but it's kind of like you can free yourself, right? So what is that? You can free yourself, but just yourself, Tina. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah. What the frick is that all about? There were certain variations. First it was like extremely like bound, like kind of like a, what do you call it, a straight jacket almost, like stuck. But I think Houdini and his kind are the only ones that can get out of the straight jacket. So this is like outwards to like extroverted to the world, but it's also in reversal, like to me. So like I'm freed from what others may think of me. So it's a sense of personal freedom, yeah. Oh, you know, it's like if there are no buyers, if there are no none of interest in action, it's like me pinning the world out, like, okay, you do you think the way you think, whatever, it's fine, agree to disagree, okay, I'm out. That kind of energy. That's what it's saying. You're freeing yourself from those binds, Tina. So you attain the 10 of Pentacles, and it's more so your own than anybody else's. You automatically root out the takers, the people that don't mean well for you, the people that are faking and pretending because all of a sudden you've got wealth, or the cards show indicative of like major wealth. It goes straight to you, Tina. You get all the stars. No fraction, like no fractures. No fraction or fractures. And so that's what they're saying. How crazy. I got the chills. For sure. So, what's good, fam? This is great, fam. This is great. So, you know, you think that you've taken plot twists on a new level already, and it's like, what other toppers are there? It can't be 24/7 plot twists. Like, what, you know? But this, particularly speaking, is like, I know things look crazy, funky, and like, doesn't, like, people frown upon how I do. But then there's the other energetics that don't. So, I forget what we were going to say about that, but that's okay. That's okay. Alright, so my divine panel, anything that you want, anything else that you want to state? Okay, let's see here. Seriously, I don't have the greatest, eyesight, so I can't really see how I look until, like, I actually have the playback. So, like, oh my gosh, I look really scruffy. Let's see here. Okay. I can see kind of more. Well, it's okay. We're just going to do it like that. Let's train my eyes. Okay, my divine panel. What else do you want to say? What's good, fam? Closing chapters. Closing chapters. Last call. What's good, fam? Well, here we get Temperance in reverse with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse and Queen of Wands, or Swords in reverse. Yeah, there's someone actively trying to take the wheel from me, like there's active bullshit in the air. Like, this is a major bitch, and I'm trying to stop the gears from turning and creating imbalances. Like, this is massive, like, somebody, like, mad dogging me, for sure. Yeah, like, Sister Wind, like, but it's, I have other energetics out there that, oh, it's splitting to there, Two of Swords in reverse. Yeah, I have other energetics that are making their way through. These are people that have learned from me and with me in the process, and they're backing me. They're like cutting through like machete, freeing up the path in order to combat this this energetic of the Temperance in reverse. That's crazy. So I'm going to turn it right side up, say we are successful, and we're going to put it back in, and it's going to cut to the Hangman in reverse. A sense of awareness, collective awareness. Like, it's kind of like tag team being on the same cycle. Oopsie. Tag team being on the same cycle. So, like, my other psychic and gifted energetics, my support crew, they are like collaborating and executing very like with like utter disposition, utter what do you call it, utter precision. Okay, so closing chapters. What's good, fam? They're helping me close chapters. Excellent. Thank you so very much. That one, High Priestess, don't you know there are other psychics out there? You see? assisting me. I like it. I like it. Bottom of the deck is 3 of Cups in reverse. This is pending celebration. You know, it's weird. It takes a lot to materialize, it feels like, because from my previous readings that ran from November and December, I thought that I was going to be like hanging out with people that were, you know, had a different kind of lifestyle, like party lifestyle. I thought I was going to be introduced and invited to hang out with certain crews. And it was like, I've never been that kind that's like, oh, I wish, you know, that this, I'm gonna get to like do this. And I never was really like that. I remember particularly a girl, my first office job, when I took another position in the company, she became the receptionist. And she's like, oh my god, like, it's so great having big tits. And I really, like, it's always been my dream to be in a music video. And she ended up like just totally messy life. And she said, yeah, like, I know they're big, but I wish they were bigger. You know, you have no idea. And it was so crazy. It was just like out of the blue, she would share this stuff with me. But it was like, she actually made it through. I don't know what she did to get through, but she ended up being in a music video, Nicki Minaj's video, one of her videos. So it's like, I've never been like that. So it's not in my, what do you call it? So when I'm reading these things, and they're out of the norm for me, I'm not cornering them into a certain position where the universe must deliver it this way. But at the same time, it was unmistakable, the energy that I was reading, that I was going to be conversing with, invited, just like hanging out, like, chill, seriously. And I didn't get any of that. In fact, I was hoping to, you know, get certain full-time opportunities that would allow for a bit of expendable income so I could go to these things. And if not, maybe, you know, I know this seems like crazy, but that I would maybe get free tickets to, like, why not? Like, I'm not a bad person. I'm definitely not that. You know, like, I don't understand. So it must take a lot for things to manifest in the full, like, 3D experience. Because it didn't say, like, oh, you have to suck a dick, Tina, to get there. Like, it didn't tell me, like, any steps or anything, like, not right for me to be able to have those things. So I was just, I don't understand. So I don't know if I can take this anymore as upcoming celebrations, because I'm still alone. Like, I haven't even conversed with those energetics. Maybe it's on a different level of, like, a spiritual ether plane, and people are doing, like, remote viewing or whatever type of work that's impeding on my personal time. So, like, you know, the cheat sheet to getting to me rather than, like, a more respectable fashion. So, like, I don't know if, like, I'm good with that, you know? I don't want to be somebody's pretend plaything, even if it's a non-romantic thing. Like, I don't want that. So one great thing about that in setting the tone is the things that, you know, you've been down for is not really your cup of tea anymore. Like, you have to protect your space. I want both worlds. I don't want just like a singular slice so that, you know, somebody can have their cheat sheet towards me, like for a bullseye undercover. I want something more. So it's going to be taken as such. We have the father of earth here and the father of fire. So that's both kings with baseball and bat for sure coming up. So that's how the, you know, that's setting the tone for like, that's the allowance. The secret password. The star card, look at that. Fuck. Yeah, the star card that's even shining brightly, like out of the dark night of the soul. That's amazing. So that's speaking the truth for sure. And then we have that line up there. Speaking the truth, but also healed at that. And then judgment is coming through for sure with an upper hand, like an iron fist backhand. That's what it's showing me. That's what it's showing me. So, closing chapters, what's good, fam, is new ways of, you know, amending the Nine of Cups energy. Like what satiates you, what makes you happy. And, like, this is basically saying, like, I'm not going to deny you of, involving yourself with undercover bitches, but I'm not going to be one of them. Okay? I don't mind being undercover, but I also got to have like the reality of like in-person stuff too. Otherwise it's just like, no, you can carry on with your own life and you can see what it's like without mine. It's cool. It's cool. No harm, no foul. It's okay. But I'll be damned sure. No singular fuckaroonies. You know? Four of Wands. That is how I lay it down with my temple. That's how I upkeep my temple. That's why I have good energetics and good vibes. That's how I do it. Right behind that, Two of Wands in reverse. And still, yet there's more. To be determined, to be announced. Surprises along the way. Excellent. I'm down. What are my 3 takeaways? Takeaway number 1, judgment, resurrection, karma. That is, you gonna get it, Tina. You gonna get it. Clarifier is mother of fire. So yeah. I'm gonna get one more clarifier to that. Like, what? 10 of Cups. No, you're gonna get it, Tina. Holding your, like, basically abstaining from other energies that are trying to, you know, is it how I misspoke, kind of? Like, why buy the milk when you can get the cow for free? Like, why can't I just get a happy ending every time? So it's kind of like that energy. It's setting the tone that abstaining from those extras. Because I am the 10 of Cups. And I do bring karma. So why not bring the best of it? Why not, you know, assist people with behaving correctly so that they can get the best returns? You know what I mean? Like, what am I here for? Like, why are you, like, wasting my fucking time? Why am I going to allow that any further, you know? What's good, fam? Second takeaway for me. Brother of Water. See, look at that. Knight of Cups. Look at that. Admirers. Romance. The full card in reverse. This is weird. This is like a fluctuation because there's like no start, no end. It's like a little bit of a hang up. I think people have just felt feelings over time. What is this? The Wheel of Fortune for sure. They're at a crossroads. To becoming, you know, the better version of themselves. Yeah. So they're gonna love me for it. This new journey that they're on. Okay, my third takeaway is Six of Swords in reverse, clarity. This is finding your chill, safe spot. This is your safe word. I was thinking, like, what would be a safe word? And I think what they were telling me was someone's safe word is hot. Someone's safe word is hot yesterday. But it just didn't sound right to me. Anyway, I never said it, but I thought I would say it now. So this is like your safe word. Your back pocket solutions. Yeah, for when the time comes. The struggle in reverse, yeah. It mediates like just in time. So that I didn't have to call time. Last clarifier, 10 of Wands upright. So this is basically saying you're on point, Tina, with the clarity card. Like, you're in your calm, but there's like no words left to say, because 10 of Wands here, 10 of Fire is like, there's a big bullseye, right? And you're shooting at it, and like every arrow that pierces through is fire, because it's splitting the other one that's on the bullseye. So when like the 5th time comes around, after splitting so much, you have no identification, no record of like the first arrow that came through. So it's like you're either paying attention or not, but it's still happening. You already got 1 through 5, and you still got 5 more on that bullseye, Tina. Like, this is accurate, on fire, on point. Okay, so 2 more to kind of up level this, and then a singular one. 6 of Cups. This is my kin energy. What's up, fam? And this one's for you as well. 9 of Swords. Like, so you don't need to stress over anything here. You don't need to stress. Like, you can pick up the call. I'm on speed dial. For God's sake. Okay, so what's the pinnacle then for us? 3 of Swords. What? Recognition. It's kind of like this flagrant type of energy where you should have more pride, to the point where it's been at a severe deficit that it's almost flagrant. Haughty, is that the word? Like, very prideful. You should absolutely clarifier for that. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, you have a big ass pentacle invested in this, Tina, and it speaks for itself. So you can be in that energy, heartbreaker energy. That means, like, again, at least 1 in 5 you're gonna have to say no to those opportunities. So if the ratio is that I'm getting so many no's right now, that means that there's greater opportunity ahead. Don't you know? Don't you know that if you're going to work with numbers and logic and be a total asshole, then you should know you're already increasing my likelihood of success. Isn't that true? Like, there's saving graces in the spiritual realm that carry through, that penetrate through the dimensions to make it into my 3D reality. So that's what they's got to say. Thanks so much for all donations provided in and of light and love that reciprocate equally and therefore abundantly. I truly appreciate it in you. Blessings be. I call back all my power, energy, essence, gift, strength, passion, etc. from those that call upon, generate, bring, cast, magnify, multiply, and or any variation thereof, the aforementioned ill will, intent, thought form, pattern, and or entity to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansings, for blessings, for refortification in me, only me, hassle free, no doubt, no attachment, except for all bonus points included. Thanks so much. Okay, one more thing. Okay. Upon closing the portal in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with a sequence of rollout and light and love. I close the portals in this reading. Now,